How's it going, everybody? Ed Ricker here, and I got some church bells in the background from a church that I might fly around in a few minutes. But I am here with Brett.
What's going on, guys?
Brett Garamella with his Mavic 2 Pro, and coincidentally, I have my Mavic 2 Pro as well.
We have this cool idea. We're gonna shoot the same location, and we're each gonna do our own way of shooting, perspective with settings, color, lighting, etc. And then we're gonna talk about why we shot each shot the way we did.
What I'm gonna use for my drone to control my Mavic 2 Pro is the Smart Controller by DJI. And then Brett is using the regular controller with an iPad, is that right?
Yeah, this is an iPad, just a normal iPad.
All right, Brett, what you got on there? Is that a filter?
That's an ND filter. I have the ND16 right here. All right, the sun's going down, so I didn't want to put on something too high because, you know, as we go down, you can still get low aperture number. I usually fly between like 4.0 to 5.6 because I find that's sharpest with the Mavic 2 Pro.
Here's the first thing I'm going to change. I'm going to do an NT8 because I feel like as the sun starts going down with some of the clouds that are periodically going on overhead, an ND8 might be more appropriate in the long run. So we'll see if ND16, if you regret your choice after a few minutes, I'm going to do an ND8. Okay, so we're shooting 4K, 24 frames per second. Now this video we're shooting right now is 30, so just keep that in mind. Let's take off and let's see what kind of trouble we can get into.
All right.
And I'm assuming, oh, maybe it's only a 32 gigabyte card.
It's a smart controller, doesn't it tell you those things?
All right, we're gonna go 1/50th shutter speed, and then I'm gonna knock down my aperture. Now for me, because I'm using an ND8, my aperture it's 5.6, which is pretty closed, I should say. So I'm gonna go downtown, I'm gonna hit tap to focus on the buildings. What I'm doing right now is I'm going toward downtown, but I'm at 183 feet, which is a little high for me because I can't see the buildings, too many of the buildings above the skyline. So I'm gonna lower this down to probably about 125 feet. And that way those buildings are above the skyline, even more, maybe even less, maybe 100 feet. There we go. So now I see more of the skyline above that horizon. Move sideways around, and then I'm gonna get a sideways pan with a little bit of yaw to keep that tall building in the center, always in the center of the shot. So here I am moving to the right and a little bit forward, so it's kind of diagonal, and then just the slightest bit of right yaw. And this is my shot.
One thing I like to do is put -1 for sure, but maybe -2 or -3 with the contrast.
Okay.
Because I like that more detail. So usually I'm like -1 or -2 for contrast. And to me, I could always make it more contrasty in post-production.
Gotcha.
So that it's sometimes for me, because the drone sensor isn't huge.
That's a good idea. So right now I'm in just standard 000 on the style.
Gotcha.
So what you're saying is you're affecting your contrast a little bit, your saturation too?
I know a lot of people like more saturated. I see a lot of YouTubers and so forth. That's just a personal preference. So I definitely like the -1 or -2 for contrast. That's just my thing, yeah.
So how about you head out there and you get the shot that you like?
So what I was trying to do is, I kind of like the revealing of the skyline. So basically what I wanted to do is just start with that shot, just plain and simple. And then just go straight up. Now when I go straight up, I might want to bring the gimbal down. All right, so as I'm going up, what I'm doing is I'm revealing the skyline a couple of takes.
Cool.
So basically what I was trying to do was I was trying to reveal it, and that if you want to do it the safe way, you could do it like I first did it and just point the gimbal straight at it. I'm almost getting to a height where it looks kind of nice, and I like that with the trees revealing the city skyline. And then I slowly move the gimbal down. Now I might have moved it a little too fast. I might need to adjust the gimbal speed even more, but you see what I'm trying to do.
Yeah.
And then I think going from a revealing shot like that to like a panning shot like you did, or moving forward, is a good sequence if I were editing. Can I change the ND filter? Is that cool?
Yeah, he wants to change his ND filter. I knew it. I knew it. Yes, you can come down and change your ND filter to what? An ND8, you're thinking?
I'm thinking get rid of the ND completely.
Okay, so he's going all the way down. All right.
That North Carolina sun sets awfully fast. It could be all those trees, but.
All right, so I'm coming back. I think I'm going to go to an ND4. That might be good enough for me. I still want to maintain a reasonably open aperture just in case we do get some sun flare. Sometimes in a very closed aperture you start to get those starish sort of lens flares when a sun hits your lens.
Yeah.
Trying to avoid that with an open aperture.
Yeah.
We'll see what happens.
I do like the sun flare, but when it's in the corners. So I kind of don't like it as much directly, but if you can put it like in the corner or just out of frame, sometimes you get like the best of both worlds.
Now I want to go to that church, I think. It's that direction, so let's get this up above the trees. Ooh, I could do a low skimming shot. Ooh, so this is an epic shot. So
oh, nice.
I'm really low, and I'm hoping I can get by this tree. Let's see. Let's see if I can do it. Oh, it stopped it!
Oh, no!
I was hoping to get a low skimming shot. So I'm gonna go between, I'm gonna do a side motion between these trees. Here we go, and here's the shot start. Boom. Oh, it's freaking out. Oh, I gotta turn.
What's up with your smart controller? The lighting's really good now, so you have a huge advantage over me because I think the lighting's gonna go down.
Oh, get up there, man! Yeah, no, get your drone up there. This is exciting.
One thing I'm gonna do something totally different. Okay?
All right, go for it.
I'm gonna go above, and I'm gonna go around. First, get a shot around, and then I'm gonna get a shot going straight up. See, you see that sun flare kick in right there? Now I like that. Just right there, that could almost be like a screenshot. If I wanted to take a photo, I would just try to get a little closer, even. I could almost put it on tripod mode and go around it, but tripod mode, nope, it's too slow. I'm gonna switch it to normal mode. All right, so take some practice. I really like this angle. Focus on that dome, so the dome is the focus. Now I'm gonna go really slow, a little slower.
That's cool.
So I like that, personally. That's more my style. See that sun coming across the frame right now? By the way, let me just get this shot right now because it's revealing it. I'm going towards the downtown.
Gotcha.
And just like a nice shot with the sun.
I'm gonna turn on my center point on my screen here to, let's see, what do I like to use? I guess just a standard crosshair there. Put it right in the center of this courtyard area.
Well, that's a good idea.
And then I'm just gonna, oh, not too quick.
Oh, I like that, just going around.
And maybe, hold on a second, hold on. I'll lower it. And then raise it up while I'm spinning. That might be cool. So let's come down. All right, so raising up and then yawing. That's as high as I can go because I'm limited, so I'm not gonna go down and do the same thing.
Got it. You're in full HQ. I mean, you're in HQ mode.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right, that's good because I don't want to mess with those people too much. That's good for me.
All right, guys, it's getting dark. Ed and I are gonna go right up here behind us. There's this row of trees, like a canopy of trees. We're gonna do something cool. I don't know what we're gonna do. It's kind of like an extra bonus shot.
Now for this shot, we definitely do not need an ND filter, so I'm gonna take it off. We're just gonna use, well, no filter, to be honest. One thing that I've done since it's getting dark, there's no sun anymore, is I changed my white balance from sunny to cloudy. It's just gonna bring out the warm temperature a little bit more. As it gets darker and you don't set that to cloudy instead of sunny, you might run the risk of getting some cold footage. You know, like cold, like bluish. So that's what I'm doing. Just a thought. Just a thought.
Now you got me thinking.
I got him thinking, eh? All right, so go ahead and take off and see what you can do.
All right, to start it off with, what I think I'm gonna do, rather than just try a different perspective, I think going low might be cool, as well as either going low or going high. Tilting my gimbal up right now, and then I'm just gonna try to fly it really fast forward. Maybe even going faster. That's kind of cool.
Yeah, then come back and see if you can.
Come back if I can get it in a straight. You know, if I can get it going straight. Be nice, even with this car coming.
Oh yeah, the car's like.
Car's coming at it. Car's like, what the heck is going on? All right.
Sweet. Whoa! What are you at? 800 ISO or 400?
Actually, I think that was auto ISO. I think I had it actually at 100, but my shutter speed was actually 1/25 of a second, which is probably violating that shutter rule. But
maybe
sometimes you got to violate the rules.
All right. Well, we'll see what 1/50th shutter speed looks like at 800 ISO.
All right.
All right. Did you go backward coming back?
Yeah, I did backward. I just forward and backward. Remember with the car? The second time was with the car, like that.
Let's see.
You want to do something?
I'm gonna incorporate the building in this shot. Oh no! Oh no!
No!
Oh no! I have hit something. It's looking not great.
Oh no!
Well, no. So it looks like it's just folded together. I'm interested to see. That gimbal is acting strange. That's for sure.
The battery popped out. Why don't we unfold it,
turn
it off and turn it on.
Let's unfold this thing and kind of give it a reboot and see just how bad the damage is. Look at this thing.
With the crosswalk sign.
Yeah, I hit this right here. I was trying to get like a side movement with this, and there were no side sensors, so I was trying to get a side view of this building, and then boom, right here. I bet that's me right there.
I'll tell you one thing, you damaged this leg, because this leg normally, you see how it doesn't go up right here? This right now is going up slightly. You can still fly with it.
I might have some oscillation.
But you just gotta be aware of that.
That's popped out.
This is popped out, but that's not major. And the gimbal still looks fine.
Well, we can power it on and see.
My quick assessment is it's still flyable.
Let's see. Gimbal. Wow.
I think you hit from the side. I don't think it hit the gimbal. I think it hit the back.
It's just a matter of how it fell.
I think you might have been turning it.
So this is definitely this prop has to be replaced.
Right, yeah, you gotta change the prop.
This one probably too. Yeah. I'd probably replace every prop just in case.
You want to start the propellers just to see if it starts?
Let's see. Hold on a second. Let's see if this one's also damaged. Yeah, this is the most damaged because we actually have a cut.
You want to start the props?
Let's see if this thing spins. Wait a second. Okay, yeah, let's see. I'm just gonna take off just to. Oh my god! Oh!
How tough is the Mavic 2 Pro? Yeah. Yeah, I think you're good. I think you just need to change the props and you're good. It's just that back leg.
I do have DJI Care Refresh, by the way. Jeez. All right. Well.
All right.
Let's reassess and close this shop up. Okay, so I just want to clarify. That right there hit a road sign at a pretty decent clip. I'd say 15 miles an hour at least. Fell onto a curb on the ground on concrete, and who knows what happened after that, but it sounded bad. Replaced 2 props.
Yeah, I think you're fine.
I think I'm okay.
Yeah, I think you're fine.
Woo! Thank you, DJI! All right. About our test, I mean, I think it was a pretty cool test to see 2 different people have 2 different perspectives of drone flying, right?
Definitely. I think it was cool. We were trying to fly during golden hour, okay? Golden hour around like sunset, sunrise. The things with these sensors, because they're only an inch, they're big for drones, but still compared to other cameras, they're relatively small.
Right.
So it's nice to not have that dramatic contrast like when you shoot midday between like the really brights and the darks. So I think shooting around like golden hour and sunset was really nice.
Our first idea, one of your first ideas, was to limit us with time. And it kind of ended up being like that. You know, like we kind of ended up having, like through necessity, a little bit of a time limit there for our shots. So yeah, I think it worked out pretty well for what we were trying to do. Yeah. And I'm looking forward to seeing some of this footage and seeing where we got. Thanks for watching, everybody. Check in the video description some of the links to our products, and check out Brett's channel as well, link in the video description. Thanks so much for watching again, and happy flying.